Welcome back everyone, this is Highlights Review Part 3. In today's video, we're diving deep into episode 15 of ABO Desire the series, focusing on the emotional and heartbreaking romance between Shen Wenlang and Gao Tu. This episode delivers one of the most touching and dramatic moments in the series so far. It's where Wenlang's hidden feelings, Gao Tu's painful secret, and the truth about their connection finally begin to collide. The slow burn between them has reached its breaking point, and now, love, regret, and fate start to intertwine in ways neither of them expected. The episode opens with Wenlang trying to live his usual busy life at the company, but there's one thing he can't ignore: he misses Gao Tu deeply. Ever since Gao Tu resigned, Wenlang has been restless, pretending that it's only about work or a simple debt. He keeps texting Gao Tu, always finding excuses to reach out, like reminding him about the remaining balance he needs to pay or asking about his health. But behind those casual messages, there's something more emotional. Wenlang's concern isn't about money, it's about missing someone who made a quiet but powerful impact on his life. Wenlang's pride and personality make it hard for him to say what he really feels. So, he hides it behind excuses, trying to convince himself that he's just being responsible. But when Gao Tu doesn't respond to his texts, Wenlang's calm facade starts to crumble. His frustration grows. He becomes furious, not because Gao Tu ignored him, but because the silence feels like rejection, something Wenlang doesn't know how to handle emotionally. This moment perfectly shows how much he truly cares, even if he refuses to admit it out loud. Eventually, Gao Tu decides to cut all contact. He doesn't reply, doesn't answer calls, and tries to disappear quietly from Wenlang's world. But destiny has its own way of bringing them together again. One day, Wenlang accidentally hears Gao Tu's voice inside a hospital bathroom. His instincts kick in immediately. He rushes to the door, knocking repeatedly, asking if Gao Tu is all right. The tension rises as Gao Tu hesitates to answer. Finally, the door opens, and there he is, pale, weak, but still trying to act strong. Wenlang confronts him right away, demanding to know why he looks so unwell. Gao Tu, still keeping his secret close, tells him he's suffering from gastroenteritis. It's a believable excuse, but Wenlang can sense something isn't right. He doesn't buy the explanation completely, but Gao Tu insists and keeps his composure. The truth, however, is far more serious and heartbreaking. Gao Tu is actually pregnant with Wenlang's child, and his condition is extremely risky because he doesn't have an alpha to support him. This secret adds so much weight to his character. Gao Tu's decision to keep the baby despite the danger shows how selfless and brave he is. He's protecting not only his unborn child but also Wenlang's reputation. He chooses silence over confession, even though it breaks his heart. The way the scene is shot, quiet, tense, filled with unspoken words, makes it one of the most emotional moments in the entire series. Wenlang, still unaware of the truth, continues to show care in his own guarded way. He offers help, stays beside Gao Tu for a while, and tries to make sure he's okay. But his emotional walls are still up. He doesn't know how to express his feelings, and that's what hurts the most. Gao Tu can feel his sincerity, yet he still hides the truth, believing it's better to carry the burden alone. Days later, Wenlang loses contact with Gao Tu again. This time, worry completely takes over. He can't stop thinking about where Gao Tu might be or what might have happened to him. Desperate for answers, he turns to Wlang for help. This leads to one of the most revealing and confrontational conversations of the episode. Wlang, who knows both of them well, teases Wenlang at first, asking why he's so desperate to find Gao Tu when he was the one who accepted his resignation. Wenlang tries to avoid the question, brushing it off like it's just business. But Wlang doesn't let him hide anymore. He directly asks him if he likes Gao Tu. Wenlang freezes. It's like someone finally said out loud what he's been denying to himself. For a moment, he can't answer, but his silence says more than words. Eventually, he admits that he does care, though not directly, not fully. His pride still fights against his heart. Then comes the biggest twist of this episode. Wlang finally tells Wenlang the truth. He reveals that Gao Tu is an Omega, and more than that, he's the Omega from the banquet night, the one Wenlang slept with. The revelation hits Wenlang like a storm. Suddenly, everything makes sense. Gao Tu's silence, his health issues, and why he's been so distant. This is the turning point where the audience truly sees Wenlang's character begin to change. He realizes the weight of his actions, the connection he unknowingly built, and the responsibility that now lies on his shoulders. Wlang doesn't tell him what to do. Instead, he leaves the decision to Wenlang, saying that it's up to him whether he'll fight for his love or run away again. It's a challenge that forces Wenlang to confront his heart. Will he let fear and pride control him, or will he finally take responsibility for the person and the child who need him most? This entire sequence is powerful because it humanizes Wenlang. For the first time, he's not the cold and distant alpha. He's a man torn between regret and love. You can feel the conflict within him. Part of him is scared to admit that he truly loves Gao Tu, while another part knows he can't ignore his feelings anymore. Gao Tu's storyline, on the other hand, continues to highlight his quiet strength. Even while enduring physical pain and emotional struggle, he chooses love over bitterness. He doesn't want to trap Wenlang or force him into responsibility. His only wish is to protect their child and the memory of their connection. It's this selflessness that makes him such a deeply sympathetic character. By the end of the episode, Wenlang is left standing at a crossroads. Wlang's words echo in his mind, "It's up to you now." The audience is left questioning what Wenlang will do next. Will he run after Gao Tu, apologize publicly, and claim their child? Or will he stay silent, letting pride destroy the only chance at true love he's ever had? The episode closes on a lingering shot of Wenlang looking at his phone, scrolling through their old messages, and finally stopping on Gao Tu's contact name. His expression shifts from confusion to determination. That single look hints that he's ready to take a step, not as a company superior, not as an alpha with pride, but as a man who finally understands what love really means. Episode 15 of ABO Desire the series stands out as one of the most emotional turning points for Shen, Wenlang and Gao Tu's relationship. It captures the pain of separation, the struggle between love and ego, and the beauty of sacrifice. Wenlang's realization and Gao Tu's hidden strength perfectly mirror each other, both bound by love, yet separated by fear and circumstance. This episode doesn't just tell a story about romance. It tells a story about accountability, understanding, and emotional growth. Now, with everything revealed, all that's left is for Wenlang to decide, will he fight for Gao Tu and their baby, or will he let love slip away again?